there! Welcome to today's video where we are talking some trash. I have a basket full of garbage that we are going to dig into today. I'm going to let you know if the makeup, skincare, and body items that I have used up since January of this year, if they're any good. If you should be eyeing them, are these treasures or are these junk that you should just pass on to the side? That's what we are here to do today, so stay tuned. Let's jump in. As we are digging through my empties, sifting through some trash here, I'm going to do it with a little bit of a different order. I'm not just going to randomly be diving in and letting you know my thoughts on each of these products. I am going to start with the most expensive product that I have used up, and I am going to work my way all the way down to the least expensive. We are going to talk about them in that order. I'm going to let you know if they're any good, if you should be eyeing them, or if it is a waste of your money. And then at the end, we are going to count up how much money I actually used up in my makeup and skincare products since January of this year. So let's get started. The most expensive item that I have used this year, it is small, but oh, it is mighty in price. It is a hefty $65, y'all. $65 for the Bobbie Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. I have to say, I don't remember exactly when I purchased this. There is a very teeny tiny little bit left in here. I did not pay full price for this. I want to say it went on sale during like an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and you know, Sephora, when Ulta goes on sale, Sephora puts these products on sale as well. Let me tell you, I did not spend $65 on this. I purchased it, but I know for a fact it was not $65 worth. I've had this for well over a year. I've used this for well over a year. I've tried this in a sample size, so I knew I liked it. I knew that it was going to be a product that I was going to enjoy. But honestly, by the time I got down to it, I was bored of it, y'all. I was bored of it. It's good. It's hydrating my under eyes. It's doing what I want it to do. But truth be told, I went and purchased the COSRX Snail Mucin eye cream. I wanted to know what the snail mucin hype was all about, so I went and picked that up in place of the Bobbie Brown. But I have used this. I have loved it. Would I pay $65 for it? Absolutely not. There are plenty of other eye creams that you can get that are just as lovely without spending the $65. However, if this was on sale again for like 30 bucks, half off, like yeah, I mean, I would buy it again. It was good, but a little overpriced. From $65 down to $52, I did use up my Patrick Ta foundation. This is the cream foundation and finishing powder duo. I had the shade light one. You will notice I just finished the foundation. I didn't really use the powder. I don't think the powder was bad. I'm not really into a pressed powder. I have dry skin, so I don't powder my whole face anyway. I just powder underneath my eyes, my forehead, maybe a little bit of my T-zone in the summer, but I don't really love a pressed powder. I'm into a loose powder. That's just more my preference. However, I know this foundation had some controversy, y'all. I loved it. I loved this foundation. It was great for my dry skin. It was very creamy and hydrating. It did not feel thick or cakey on the skin. It didn't cling to any dry patches. I loved the look that it gave me, and this was like my go-to everyday foundation. I used the heck out of it, obviously, but one thing I will say is this foundation did feel tacky on my face. So I would sometimes go in if it was like the hotter summer months, spring, fall. I mean, I'm in Texas, it's hot all year round, but if it was a hotter day and I was wearing this foundation, I would powder more of my face, just because this was one where after I touched my face when applying it, it was a little bit tacky. So if you're someone with oily skin, oily in the T-zone combo, I don't know that this would necessarily be your favorite, but my dry skin friends, I loved it. I loved it. I'm not going to repurchase it at this time because I have so many other foundations that I'm using and trying, but this was one that I absolutely loved, and I thought it was well worth it, y'all. Product number 3 is a whopping 48 bucks, and we are in a skincare product here. And let me just tell you, let's do $48 times 2, friends, because I used up 2 of the Farmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizers. It's a holy grail. I love it. I've repurchased this stuff for years. It is super hydrating on my dry skin, but it also soaks into the skin completely. So I feel like someone with, I mean, if you have like normal combo skin, I feel like you would probably love this. If you have oily skin, it might be a little too hydrating for you, but I love this stuff. It's super hydrating. It soaks into the skin. It doesn't feel greasy. greasy or leave any residue. I bought both of these myself. One thing that I think is really, really cool as well is you do have this little spatula. So I use the spatula to scoop out the moisturizer, but y'all, the spatula, it's magnetic. It's magnetic. I think that's amazing. I've traveled with mine before. I never lose the little spatula. I always have it. I love the fact that it's magnetic, but this stuff is just so good. Like, I have repurchased it time and time again. It's the moisturizer that I have in my bathroom right now, and I love it. I've tried so many moisturizers, and this is the one that I keep coming back to. Next up, I spent $39 on this next product here, and it is from Dezi Perkins, her Dezi Skin Collection. This is the Skin So Balm, the Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I was interested to try this one because I love Dezi Perkins. I think she's amazing. I've followed her for years. I think it's awesome that she has come out with her own brands, with sunglasses, with skincare, being true to herself. I did try her moisturizer. I don't remember what the moisturizer is called. I tried it. I loved it. I thought it was great. I ended up going back to my Farmacy Honey Halo just because I can get it in store. It's a little bit easier, but I thought her moisturizer was great enough that it had me curious to try the balm. Now, this balm, in case I didn't say, is $39. I did feel like this was fine. I don't know that I loved the squeezy tube. It was kind of tricky to get the product out because I really had to work to like squeeze. I mean, I could have totally cut this and probably gotten more, but especially at the end, I had to work to squeeze this out. I mean, it did melt fine in my hands. It removed my makeup. I don't have any qualms to say about this other than I just don't love the packaging. Like, I didn't love the way that it was packaged, but I thought the product itself was good. I did not repurchase it. I went on to get my Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Removing Balm. I thought this one was fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, like I said, but because I can't get it in store, I'm less likely to repurchase it. This is another repurchase. I have purchased this time and time and time and time again, and it is from Laneige. This is the Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. I use this as a toner. It is $36. The thing that I like about this is Laneige has revamped it. It used to be like in a pump. If you've seen any of my other empties, it used to be in a little pump, which I enjoyed. I would put it on a little cotton round. I would use it all over my face. Then they changed it to where it was in like a little bottle like this, where you would dump it out, and I didn't really love that packaging, but then they repurposed it so that it would be in this multi-purpose packaging, because now it's refillable and you can screw the top off and you can purchase a bag of the product to put back in, which I think is awesome. But even more so, Laneige now has a pump with this. So I did repurchase this, but I repurchased it with the little pump. So this is still the toner that I'm using. Again, if you have dry skin, I think it is amazing. I did film a video talking about some skincare secrets and how specifically I apply my toner. So I will have that linked down below if you're interested in hearing how I use it, because I no longer use it on a cotton round and I go in with several layers of it. So definitely check that video out if you're interested, but I love it. I'm going to continue to repurchase it, and I think it's so great. Number 6 is a fragrance, and this is the Daisy Love fragrance from Marc Jacobs. I like to get the little travel sizes just because I feel like I can't fully commit to a scent. Anytime I've tried to fully commit to a scent and purchase a full size, I don't end up enjoying it and using all of it. So I like the smaller sizes. I also then get the feeling of using a product up, and I can have multiple and I don't feel bad about it. So this Daisy Love perfume was $36. And fun fact, I did actually pick up this perfume when my best friend Kaylin was in from California. We went to Sephora together. This was a scent that she said she really liked and got compliments. I have learned, yeah, it smells good. I don't think it's my favorite. I'm kind of like, I'm at a crossroads. I thought it was good. Obviously, I used it up. But I've learned about myself that when I go to Sephora, their fragrances are categorized. I like the fruity florals or the warm florals. Those are the two scents that anytime I find a scent that I like, it says it's either a fruity floral or a warm floral. That's my scent. That's my signature scent. But I found Giorgio Armani C was the perfume that I rocked with for years. Then I had my daughter, and C no longer smelled the same on me. Then I was using a Dossier perfume. I think it was called like something almond, fruity almond, something like that. It was inspired by Carolina Herrera Good Girl. I used that, loved it. Then I had my son and I repurchased the Carolina Herrera Good Girl, and it just didn't smell the same on me. So I feel like every time I've had a kid, my pH, my scents, my pheromones, I don't know what they're called, they change. And so finding my signature scent is not quite as easy. This was a good one. I used it up, but I don't know that it's my signature scent. So I'm gonna try something different. In case I did not tell you, this was $36. Keeping track in my little book, friends. I'm keeping track. The next product, wow, this is dirty. Hello. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you put things in the trash. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Nice into my dewdrops. Y'all, what can I say? $35. Love these. Gone through 3 or 4 of them. If you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you know how much I love this. I use it as a primer, so I put 1 to 2 pumps on my hand after my skincare, after my sunscreen, and I just apply it all over my face, and it's super hydrating. It gives my skin like this brightened glow. It makes my foundation sit so well on the skin, and I love it. I told myself this year that I had to branch out and I had to try like some other primers, which I'm doing. I'm branching out, I'm trying some other primers, but I did repurchase this because I still have to have it in my collection. I really hope I didn't make any mistakes here. The next product, again, we are getting a 2-for-1 here. It is MAC Fix Plus, $34 each. I had gone through 2 of them. Y'all, again, if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, if you have watched any of my other Empties videos, I have gone through so many of these. This is a favorite. I use it to spray on my face anytime it's feeling dry, before makeup, after makeup. I spray my shimmers before I apply them on the lid. This is not going to give your makeup longevity. If you are someone with oily skin, you're looking for something to lock your makeup in, I don't think this is for you. If you are someone with like normal to dry skin, or maybe it's the winter time and your skin feels a little bit tight and you're looking for like an extra boost of hydration, then this is amazing. If you want something to spray your shimmers, make them a little more vibrant, this is amazing. I really, really love that for this. I keep repurchasing these, and y'all, I've tried some other setting sprays recently. Setting spray was never something that interested me, never something that I tried too much of. I've tried some others, and I just really love these, although MAC did just repackage their Fix Plus. I saw it on the Ulta site when I was looking some things up, and they did repackage it, and the spray nozzle is a little different. I loved this spray nozzle. I thought it was a great mist, so I will be interested to see when I repurchase what I think of the new spray nozzle. When I did purchase the Dezi Skin So Balm Makeup Removing Cleanser, I also purchased the face wash, and you can actually get these on the Dezi site as a package, and that's probably what I did. I bought these maybe 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I don't remember exactly what I did, but I would imagine that since I got both of them, and it is a package bundle on her website, I probably bought it as a package. But if you were looking to get the cleansing gel on its own, this is going to set you back $32. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I thought these products worked well together. It removed my makeup. I would go in first with the cleansing balm. I would put it all over my face. Then I would take my makeup eraser and wipe all of the makeup off, and then go in with a cleanser. It was fine. I didn't have any issues. I thought it worked well. Again, not likely to repurchase it just because I can't purchase it in store. However, I do have to say, I don't really feel committed to any one cleanser. There isn't a cleanser that I found that I'm like, yes, this is the one. Like my Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Removing Balm, I have repurchased that a million times, right? My Farmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer, I have repurchased that a million times. But there isn't a cleanser that I keep going back to that I'm like, I love so much. Like I have some like the Philosophy one that I'll revisit, Purity Philosophy Face Cleanser. I'll revisit that one if I can't think of what I want to purchase, but there isn't one that I feel committed to, like my Honey Halo, if you know what I mean. So it was good. It wasn't bad, but I didn't repurchase. We are trucking right along, friends, and I will be interested to hear at the end of this video how you liked this format. Like, I feel like Empties sometimes, like, I want to know people's thoughts, but I feel like they can be like borderline a little bit boring, you know, when you're just like talking about, you're just like talking about Empties products and how you feel about them. So I want to know if you thought this was a little bit more interesting of a format. So coming in at $30 is a mascara that I have talked about time and time again. This is the Benefit Roller Lash lash. This is a lengthening mascara. I feel like my lashes are fine. I don't think they're amazing. I don't think they like do anything that stand out on their own, but I don't think they're horrible. So I typically go in with a volumizing mascara first, and then I like to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash, and I like to use that to kind of separate and lengthen the lashes. I think it is amazing. I've gone through so many of these. I already have another one in my collection. I will continue to repurchase, and that brings us into the volumizing mascara that I like to pair with it, which is also $30. This is the Lancome Moisture Big. This one can give you clumpy spider lashes if you're not careful. I don't mind it. I like a clumpy spider lash. I go in with the Lancome first and then the Benefit to separate, and it gives me the most thick, voluminous, juicy, natural lashes because I don't wear falsies, that I think it's amazing. So I repurchase these all of the time. I try to get them on a sale, whether it's Ulta 21 Days of Beauty or like Sephora VIB. Like I always try to get them on sale. Anytime I can get something on sale, I want to get it on sale, right? I try to get them on sale, but I really love them. Can you get amazing mascaras from the drugstore? Absolutely. Do you have to spend $30 on a mascara? You absolutely do not. Have I repurchased these time and time again, and will I repurchase these? 100% yes. I am running out of space, friends, and I have resorted to throwing my trash on the floor. Okay, so next up, coming in at $27 is a brow product. It is the Patrick Ta, what is this called? The Lamination Gel, Major Brow Lamination Gel. I actually love this stuff. I really, really love this stuff. It is not currently in my collection, and I love it and miss it so much that next time I go to Sephora, I do want to repurchase this because, y'all, it literally like sticks my eyebrows out. My eyebrows, they don't exist. There's some light blonde hair in there, but like I have to create a brow every single day, and then I need the hair to stay where I want it. This is literally, it is a lamination gel. It is going to stick your eyebrows where they're supposed to go and make it so that they do not budge. If you don't like that, if you want your brows to be free-flowing and living their best life, you may not like this. If you want your brows to be glued to your forehead, you will love this. $27. I have repurchased it. I do enjoy it, and now I'm going to throw it on the floor. Let's keep going with brows. Another Patrick Ta, another $27. I did try the brow pencil. What is this called? Major Brow Defining Pencil. I did get the shade Blonde. Y'all, I run through this so quickly. This is a very, very fine, thin, like, I'm twisting it up like you're gonna see anything. You're not gonna see anything. It's in the shape of an oval. This, if you are someone with big, thick, bushy brows and you just need like a few hair-like strokes, this may be amazing for you. I did love this. But I have to draw so many brow strokes to fill in my brows that it's like going and going and going and going. You have a spoolie on the other end. That's really nice. I have purchased this a couple times, and here's the thing. I keep going back and forth between this and the Anastasia Brow Wiz, because when I'm using one, I miss the other. When I'm using the other, I miss the one. You know what I mean? So I found last time this was a little bit more slippy, like a little bit more, what's the right word? Like I would draw it onto my skin, and it's not that it moved or budged or went where it wasn't supposed to, but it didn't really stay. Like it was almost too creamy, too smooth, too, not waxy, because waxy makes me feel like it's gonna stay. It just wasn't doing what I felt like it did before, so not gonna repurchase that one. I'm throwing this makeup on the floor like someone else is gonna pick up after me. They're not, it's gonna be me. $26 for the Sol de Janeiro. This is the Boom Boom Gel, the shower gel. I don't know if it's called Boom Boom Gel. It just says Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. This is the 13 fluid ounces one. I looked it up. The 13 fluid ounces is $26. This is in the original scent. I got this a few years ago in a sample size from like a girlfriend. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called. Me and my girlfriends, there are 6 of us, we do this thing around Christmas time where it's called like the favorite five to favorite. Okay, so the idea, it's a gift giving thing, kind of like Secret Santa-ish. So the idea is you give yourself a budget. We say $10 each. There's 6 of us. So you're buying for 5 other people, and you think of your favorite product and you buy 5 of those. So then when you go to your get together, you're getting 5 products in return and it's everybody's favorite thing. So my girlfriend Sarah purchased these for us, each of us. She gave us a small sample size from Sephora and I loved it so much that I went out and bought the full size. My best friend Smegs, she did the same thing. She also bought the full size. Then the next year, or like a couple years later, Sarah got us another one of these, but there's a pink one now and the pink one's in my shower and it smells really good. So I love this. I have repurchased it and I will continue to repurchase it. $26 for a shower gel is bougie, but if you ask my husband, I am a little bougie. There you go. Also coming in at $26 is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I had a brain fart, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. This is the thicker one. It is more of a triangular shape. I still have a little tiny bit in here. I gave up. This is like 2 or 3 years old. This particular one, I've had it for a while. So what I like to do is take a more thin brow pencil to kind of shape my brows, but then this is thicker and it's not very precise. So then because I have to draw so much brow, I like to kind of shade in the tail end, and this is a little bit quicker. I did go on to repurchase it. I like this stuff. I think it's great. So there you go, $26. And now I threw my pen that I'm using to keep track of everything. I hope I'm not running out of order. I don't think I am. Okay, next up, $24 for this mini Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I looked up all of these prices and it said this was $24, y'all. I swear to you, it used to be $20. I'm pretty sure when I purchased it, it was $20. This is the small size. It is 0.35 ounces. I like to get the smaller size, again, for a couple of reasons. First of all, I have so many makeup products, but second of all, I love to put it in my empties and I love to feel the satisfaction of using a product up. I like the liquid silk canvas better than the solid, although I like them both. I like the liquid because after I go in with my Glow Recipe Dewdrops, I'll put a little bit of this on like where my pores are a little bit larger and on my forehead wrinkles, and I feel like it just gives me a smoothing base while also be hydrating. So spoiler alert, I love this. I did repurchase it. I hope I'm on the right one. Product 18. It is this Cocokind Serum. This is the Ceramide Barrier Serum, and this is $21.99 at Ulta. However, this one was sent to me from the brand, I'm pretty sure, and I loved this serum. To be fair, when I was using it, I didn't really know if it was doing anything amazing. It does have like a little dropper here. I would use it in the morning and at night. After I cleansed my face, I would tone and then I would go in with this serum. And at the time I was like, yeah, I mean, cool. Gently massage or pat 2 to 3 drops of serum onto clean skin, use AM and PM. But I was like, is it really doing anything? So I used it up completely. It's gone now. I put it in my empties, and after not using it, trying some other ones, I was like, you know what? I do kind of miss that. I kind of miss that serum. I feel like it gave my skin like a nice boost of hydration. I felt like it made my skin feel smooth. I don't know, nourishing daily serum for skin barrier support. It was good. I didn't repurchase it. I have some other ones that I'm trying to use up, but I would repurchase this one again in the future. My best friend Smegs loves her some Caudalie. This is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir Smoothing Glowing Complexion. This is the smaller size. It is $18, and I went through this real quickly, y'all. It was nice. It was hydrating. It had a scent. I remember it had a scent. Yeah, almost like mentholy, minty menthol scent. It didn't feel like cooling, tingling, stinging on the skin. I would use this like in place of the Fix Plus, just all over. Burst of hydration. Sometimes if my skin was feeling dry and I didn't have makeup on, burst of hydration. I thought it was great. The reason why I did not and probably will not repurchase this is because it was $20 and I think I went through it in like a month. My MAC Fix Plus is, what did I say, $30-something, $34, and I went through that in a couple months. This is $20 and I went through it in like a month to a month and a half. So I felt like at that price, I just was using too much. You know what I mean? Like I was using it up too quickly to convince myself that it was worth repurchasing. Okay, I don't remember what I said the price of that was. $20. Didn't I say the price of something was $18? Was I wrong somewhere? Did we get to $18? I don't think we did. I think we're at $18 now. The Beauty Blender Cleanser Solid. I love this stuff. To be fair, mine is not completely gone. There is a little bit along the side, but I've had it for a while. I use it not only to clean my beauty blender, but also to clean my makeup brushes. I think it works great. So I have loved this for years and repurchased it for years. The one thing I will say though, when I go on the Sephora site, they only have the lavender. I prefer the unscented. Like, I don't need my makeup brushes or my makeup sponge to smell like lavender, but they only have the lavender. So I hope that the unscented is going to be coming back soon. Also $18 is this COSRX Comfort Ceramide Cream Mist. I purchased this from Amazon, and I got this because it was said to be like a cheaper alternative to the Laneige Cream Skin Toner. And while I felt like they did have similarities, they were both like a milky white mist. They were both very hydrating. It has a little spray nozzle. I would spray it onto my hand. I would press it into my skin. One thing, if you watch my skincare video, you will see how I apply this multiple times onto my face. I felt like I had to use a ton of this to really get the hydration that I was looking for, much more than I have to go in with my Laneige. So this is more affordable. It's $18. You can get it on Amazon. I thought it was a good product, but I didn't love it as much as I love my Laneige. So after using this up completely, I went back to the Laneige. Okay, y'all, what? Why are the Shiseido cotton pads $16? I feel like they used to be $8, then they went up to $10, now they're $16. These are the Shiseido facial cottons. It comes with like 165 sheets. I have used these time and time again. I have raved about them time and time again. However, I've stopped using them just because I don't really feel like I need a facial pad anymore. I used to take my toner and put it on the facial pad and rub it all over my face. Now I put the toner directly in my hand and press it onto the skin, and I feel like I get so much more bang for my buck. So I still think these are amazing. It still feels luxurious on the skin. I have some in my collection, but I just am not using them on a day-to-day. So I've resorted to using my hands. We have a few more products to go, friends. In the number, I lost something somewhere, I think. Y'all, I knew I was gonna make a mistake somewhere. I was looking in my drawer. I never talked about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I checked it off like I did. This is $25. I love this. It's, you know, I was going back and forth between this one and the Patrick Ta. This one is circular. The Patrick Ta is oval. This is the one that I went and repurchased at $25. I like this one a little bit more because it has more of a waxy texture and it stays in place a little bit better than the Patrick Ta. So I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. That was supposed to be number 16. And I checked it off, but it's in my basket, so I don't think I talked about it. Okay, back on track. This is what made me think about it, is we are back on track with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is a mini for $13. I have gone through this stuff time and time again. I have mentioned multiple times. You will hear some people say that they don't like this for the reason that I do like it. This has been said to be like hairspray for your brows. It is. It is like hairspray for your brows, and that is why I love it. However, I have found that the Patrick Ta Lamination Gel is a little bit more sticking. It like sucks in my brows just a teensy bit more than this clear brow gel. So if you don't like the stick or how like secure the Patrick Ta is, try this stuff. It's great. I'm using one right now, a full size, but when I'm done with that one, I'm gonna go back to the Patrick Ta. You knew it, y'all. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew I was gonna mess up somewhere. We had a hangnail situation. Mom duties called. We're back in business. $12 at Ulta. The Good Molecules Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. I love this stuff. So initially, Good Molecules reached out to me, asked if they could send me some PR. They sent me this. It's the only thing that they've sent me, and I loved it so much that I purchased another one. It is just that. It is a sheer mineral sunscreen. It does come off like white in your hand, and then when you rub it in, it goes away completely. And fun fact, okay, I've told this story before, but it really does go away. So if you do not know, my husband is black. And so when I say that this is sheer, it works on his skin as well, because one day he's in the bathroom using my stuff like I tell him not to do. And he's like, hey, where's that lotion? And I was like, what lotion? He said, your face lotion. And I'm thinking like, my face moisturizer, Honey Halo, it's in the bathroom. He said, you know, the one in the orange tube. I said, oh, the one in the orange tube. I pulled it out. I said, this one? He was like, yeah, I was looking for that. And I said, well, this is sunscreen. And I've used it up completely. So he helped me use it up. And he was like, oh, I was just using it all over my face. It was nice and hydrating. So he felt like it was hydrating and it did not leave a white cast on him. So he continued to use it. I did repurchase this stuff. And the final product, the least expensive product that we are going to talk about today is this Rare Beauty Mascara Mini. This is just in the shade black. I tried this stuff and initially was not impressed. I wasn't wowed. It wasn't quite as volumizing as the Lancome Mascara, which is super volumizing, but I used it up completely and then I ended up kind of missing it a little bit. Like, I feel like it's a good everyday mascara. It's not gonna give me a falsie effect. It's not really going to separate my lashes, but it does give me enough volume to where I missed it. And I went and bought another mini set and it's in there and I was happy to have it back in my collection. But for the mini, $11. And then there's one more product in here, but it was a sample, so that's why I'm saving it for the end. It's the Glow Recipe Plump Plump Hyaluronic Cream. I think I got this in a Sephora order, like as a gift with purchase or something like that. I used this up completely, and y'all, I love this stuff. And I was going to purchase the full size, which I think is like $48 or something. I was going to purchase the full size during the Sephora VIB sale and use this as a daytime moisturizer because it was light and hydrating and it made my face look brighter and more plump. But then I felt like it wasn't going to be enough for me to use at night. I was going to stick with my Farmacy Honey Halo, and I was like, Kelly, are you really going to have a daytime moisturizer and a nighttime moisturizer? And I was like, maybe that's a little too extra. So I loved it. I thought it was great, but I didn't go and purchase it. Whew, I'm a little bit out of breath, y'all. 25 products. I used up 25 products. Some of them are on this desk in front of me. Some of them I put back in here. Some of them I've thrown on the floor, but that is it. Those are my thoughts on 25 products that I have used up. And I did tell you the price as we were going along, but I told you that I was going to add everything up at the end so I could see how much money I spent and used, how much money I used. And when I ring up all of these products, it comes out to $803.99. So since January of this year, I have used up $800 of product. And you know, that does sound crazy. I hear you. That sounds crazy, insane, but what's even crazier and more insane is the fact that this is just a portion of what I own. So while that number is extremely high, $800 is a lot of dollars for makeup and skincare, it does make me feel happy to know that I've spent more than that. I know that I've spent more than that, but I've used up $800 worth of product that I spent my money on. And that's the thing. I work hard for my money. You work hard for your money. We work hard for our money. And when I spend my money on these products, at the end of the day, I do want to be getting my money's worth. So I can say that the first half of 2024, I have gotten $800 money. $800 worth of my money I have used. So I'm happy with that. I am pleased. But I would love to know your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know how you like this format. I usually do my empties twice a year. I like to do one in the summer. I'll do another one at the end of the year. For the end of the year empties, do you want to see it where we go most expensive to least expensive? Should we do reverse, least expensive to most expensive? Or do you not care? Just pull the products out and talk about them. I would love to know. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one. Bye.